the sun come up a little more. And my apologies. What was your first name?
Charlie.
Charlie.
You said you're Mike, right?
I am.
Mike, well, I'm going to let you get back to doing your thing. I'm going to head on over here.
It's good to see you. Have a good trail.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, rail friends, and thanks for being with Casey and I here on Rail Moments. Charlie and I are waking up to the sun's rising here in Tennessee Valley. He's riding one of the trains today. I think I'm a little jealous because there is no better place on the planet than the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Great staff, great food, great trains, it's just a list of incredibly awesome things about the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Today we're going to start out here, and let's see, what is today? September 13th, 2025. And we're doing a little road trip today. If everything stays on track, we're going to go on over to Bridgeport, Alabama, swing by Stevenson, and Jesse's going to hang out with me today. And then we're going to go ahead and roll on up and see Brian in Cowan, Tennessee on the Cumberland Plateau, where all kinds of cool things are going to be going on up there. But we're going to let Brian tell you a little bit about some of those things. But that's why we're going up, a little field trip, so he can talk about the museum and the events that he has coming up there. We're going to see Tony fly. And then we're going to have dinner at my favorite Mexican restaurant. I owe Tony a piece of cake to celebrate when we hit our 2,000 subscribers. So, glad you're with us today. Anybody trackside? Let me know. Anybody new? Raise your hand. Hey everybody, let's just have a good time this morning as we get the day started. Breakfast will be coming up at Track's End Cafe here after we finish. First up this morning will probably be train 100, I believe is going to be the train designation number for the Missionary Ridge Local, where they'll be departing and going to East Chattanooga, where we did the filming event, the nighttime film event, last Saturday from Founders Day here. Man, what a cool event. And Saturday night at the film event, oh, how cool. Steve and staff put on just a fun night, and we filmed the entire thing. So if you haven't taken a look at that yet, roll back in the live category to Steam, our picture session at Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum at East Chattanooga. And there's military guys, old trucks, steam locomotives, coaches, and there is just so many things, and it turned out just really incredible. And the lighting that Steve had set up, and the steam and the smoke and everything, just some really, really great pictures from last week. So make sure you check out the film event at Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum last Saturday night. It's incredible. That's the only word I can tell you. Just incredible. You won't believe it once you see just how awesome it was. And so a special thank you to Steve and all the staff at TVRM for staging that last Saturday. Up top, Norfolk Southern Main Line, Knoxville West End, double tracked, in and out of Chattanooga. C&O and TP, the DeMucks Rail Yard, off to Alabama and Mississippi that way. Behind me, you can head on out where the line's double track, heads on out, goes east, and then splits at Ottawa, Tennessee, where Jesse probably is hanging out this morning. He's going to try to catch a little morning train action there. And in Ottawa, they split. The Atlanta North End District starts and obviously goes down to Atlanta. Or you can stay on the Knoxville West End, head on up to Knoxville, and after that, go see Tara up in Boomsville, Virginia. I know, what's in Boomsville, Virginia? Well, there's a guy with a forklift, a guy with a old truck, a guy with a tractor and a guy with a lawnmower that all shows up in some of her pictures. And next one's in Boomsville, a whole lot of kudzu, where Tara overlooks the lazy S-curve in the track from high up on her mountain, where she's got a perch, incredible camera system, and she rail fans right off her porch. You can't have it made any better than that. So good morning to everybody. Thanks for being with us. And we should be seeing the local here for long. We'll just take in this incredibly beautiful morning. And that is looking towards Ottawa. That is Junction Point, Jersey, where you can see the signal bridge. Acts the signal bridge for the inbound traffic coming into Chattanooga. And then going out of Chattanooga, a pair of signal towers, one on each side of the track, going out of town. There's one there, and then right over the top of that tree is another. And this morning, the Missionary Ridge Local will be our first train out. And that is Grand Junction Station. They're on the other side of the little hut. We do have the scanner on. There is a CSX track, the W&A subline, not far from here. So you could hear the CSX traffic. There's also the DeBucks rail yard. You'll hear some of that traffic on the scanner. And the TVRM staff. So, that kind of gives you a little bit of the lay of the land. Our second train will be out today. Will be the Chickamauga Turn. And that train is currently behind us. Not sure what's pulling it today. Haven't heard yet. And those folks are so lucky, they're going to get some incredible food. Old Southern Coach. Number 832. And always a favorite up in front of it, the Central Georgia Pullman car. If you ever want, oh, hey, look, guess what I hear? There's a surprise. I do believe I hear 6:30.
100.
Train 100, led by 6:30 this morning. What a great surprise! Woohoo!
Train 100.
And that train will be going out again here shortly. So we're going to get to see the 6:30 in action this morning.
20. 10. All right, very good. I need 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flag 100.
Blue flag on train 100.
Only loading 2. I guess good.
And here comes the Tag 80. Looks like that's who's going to be pulling the Chickamauga Turn today. The Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia Railway locomotive.
Jason Hoover. And, hey, do we have any cab riders? I have not yet. I'll double check on this. Hey, yeah, just let me know. I got a guy on a ride, so wanted to make sure we didn't have anybody else. I'll get back to you here.
Hello, Tony.
Only 6:30, you do have 2 cabs. Can't remember which one it is. Right. Been all over each other. 6:30, you have 2 cars this morning. Alright, trip or one way? No. Let me get that off the way, then I can look at it.
That is correct. 6:30 is officially here in the yard with train 100 this morning. Good morning, Jesse. Tony, how are you? Yes, we're going to make our way over there today, Tony. I think we're going to end up there around 4 o'clock, 4 to 6 p.m. Central Time. Then dinner, and then back to Chattanooga. Jesse's going to be coming on over for today's trip.
Ready to off the road when you are. I just was. Be on you, I guess we'll just get let me know when you got down. I got the chains down here. Got a 50. Double check those chains. Sir, in the clear. I got a large group coming, so if we can start that group, that before they get there, they'll probably prefer just a couple of slow. Let's send them over. Brakes are off. How fast? Ready to move when you are.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right there, 300 chains are down at the crossing. Crossing is expected if you want to tack it eastbound. We'll about 55 feet to it. Down across the road, call out.
Central Georgia, 390. Coach number. As they back the tag 80 up a little bit and connect the train back at the crossing.
Northeast now, 300. Looking at the side northeast there on 300. Northeast there. 3 feet. Northeast. Black off on that, it's a mine there. So tell me that'll do there, 300. Yeah, 300, second eastbound, about 5 feet once again.
Chesapeake and Ohio Dome car. 1877 coach number.
That's 202 over the switch right now.
That is train 300 today, led by the Tag 80.
Half now, half.
That locomotive was built by the General Motors Electromotive Division in 1968. It was the first high hood GP38 produced
10 more.
for the Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia Railway. And it's now named the John A. Chambliss. And number 80 because it was in honor of the railroad's vice president, who they dedicated that locomotive to on his 80th birthday. How cool is that?
Yeah, I'll get it. I gotta get this.
And his home here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum pulls many an exciting excursion. And today's excursion will be to Chickamauga. Thus, that's why it's called the Chickamauga Turn. How cool! As we see them get that train ready, now they still have to board. They're just getting everything staged so the 630, the Southern 630 steam locomotive, will be able to depart. And once he departs, they will then reverse back into the station. And you're going to see, hello, 8, right? How are you? So you're going to see how they move everything around here in the yard as they get ready for today's events. Once 630 is ready to depart, he will go on the Y, W-Y-E, and as he reverses back on the Y, they'll go ahead and roll train 300. Look at them putting the derail back in place and locking it there. And as 630 makes the turn on the Y, then they will back train 300 in. So we're going to see him reverse right back past us this morning. Oh, how awesome.
4 on the shove. Alright, 4 on the shove, looking out for head. Display switches line main, got a live derail on the display. Check on all that. Check. I shouldn't get away this time. Walker, I'm assuming you're on the point.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Another day in the world of paradise here.
Alright, drop ramp. Here we go. 35.
All right, train 6, should say locomotive 630 getting ready to move as they begin their trip. And in the meantime, as he starts to progress forward, we'll see 300 rolling into the station, Grand Junction, where they will begin the boarding process as they go down to Chickamauga. And then shortly we'll see 630 roll right past us. Chickamauga Turn train. Get a look here on the other side of it.
Got it.
variety of coaches this morning.
Cleared for a little show. Got a girl. Just 2.5 now. 300, still good for 2. 2 more 300. Gonna near about 405.
Train 300 is now reversed into Grand Junction Station where they can begin the boarding process. In the meantime, Train 100, led by the 630 today, is reversing on the Y. He is up on the top corner of the second leg of the Y.
You want to walk to the terminal, my place? Yeah, which side? GNS at the dome. Alright, I'm about 3 cars away. We can spots.
As 630 makes his way towards us.
It must have been breeze, I guess.
On their way
yeah.
to East Chattanooga.
tag 80 over.
Train 100 on their way where they're going to cross 4 bridges,
Go ahead.
go through one hand-dug tunnel because black powder yet wasn't invented that they could use because it would get wet. Shortly they'll be crossing over the W&A subline for CSX. And once they arrive at East Chattanooga, they'll be using the turntable to turn the engine for the trip back, and we will stay to see them return back to Grand Junction before we begin today's road trip that will end up in Cowan, Tennessee. And Tony, that is correct. CSX 911 is coming up on I-155. He needs to be making some progress so we can see him. In the meantime, Train 300 getting ready for its trip down to Chickamauga today as they continue the boarding process. Right next to, alongside the Norfolk Southern main lines into Chattanooga. The Knoxville West End lines, it is double tracked here at this point. Well, good morning, Ravenhawk. Good to see you on today. Everybody's all excited about Tony's news.
1 minute.
CSX 911 coming up today on I-155. So the word is out. He's coming back. Warren and Jesse caught him the other night at midnight on his way south. How are you this morning?
Good, how about you?
If I got any better, I wouldn't be able to take it.
Yes. Oh, you and me both.
So,
Hey, do you mind if I,
oh, absolutely. Make yourself right at home. So, Jesse, Warren both caught the 911 the other day at like midnight in Ringgold on its way down past Atlanta. So maybe Jesse will share some of those pictures with us today as we continue our road trip across Tennessee, where we're going to end up over in Cowan today at an incredible railroad museum that if you've not been to, you need to experience it. So let's listen to the crew as they get ready on Train 300 for their trip to Chickamauga today. The Chickamauga Turn, led by the Tag 80 and the Southern 630, on its way to the East Chattanooga location where the Robert Sewell shops are located. Because when you have something that's 100 years old, it's not like you go down to the Locomotive Auto Parts store and say, hey, I need a new this or that. So consequently, they make everything down at the shops to keep all this stock rolling. You on the train today?
Huh?
You on the train today?
Oh, no, I'm not going to be riding to
Ah.
Chickamauga. I'm just around here to do some filming.
Cool.
I
I'm Mike. I think we've met.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Cameron.
In my
Yeah.
old age, I don't remember well.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not great with names myself. You know, my grandfather's name is Mike.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is he? Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I can remember that one.
Yeah.
Ravenhawk, not only am I going to go after that train on the 30th, I took the whole day off from work so I can follow that train. So I'm not sure exactly what the agenda is going to be, but that is really a super, super cool event. And kudos to CSX Corporation for doing that. Not only is the excitement about the rerunning the rails for the path of the general back in 1862, but the Medal of Honor recipients and everything else that goes. on with that. That is really, really a cool event. And to end up having it finish or stop for the function, the private function they're having there in Ringgold, that's home line territory. So yes, plan on doing that. Not sure the exact agenda yet, but will be involved with that on the 30th of September coming up. And Tony, yes, the new camera is in. We had training class number 1 last night over at the studio. Got to figure out a couple things to make it work with how we do what we do. But yes, and let me tell you, it is amazing, Tony. Now we have to just figure out how to get Mike into the 21st century to get that to work in an application here trackside.
So I saw some neat stuff over near East Chattanooga.
At the other yard?
Yeah. I saw they moved one of the switches. I think they might be getting ready to double track it.
Well, I know they're supposed to expand the Y here, and they've got so much growth going on.
Yeah. Well, that would be neat if they extend the Y. I mean, make it where they could run 4501 on there much more frequently.
Right, and turn a bigger train.
Yeah. I mean, you could turn something like a 4501, maybe a 210-2, possibly, like a small one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be neat. You know, Tag 80 over there was actually the first diesel I ever got a cab ride on.
No kidding.
Heck, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I still have a little bit of video from it. Let's see if I can find this stuff.
Now, if you all hear horn, don't get excited. That is over on the CSX line. So, consequently, we will not be seeing that train, but we will hear him go past. He will go underneath the TVRM line just behind us, about half a mile up.
Has a few brake shoes that are close to needing to be changed out.
Oh, that's just on the WNA.
Yeah.
I heard those wheels close by and I thought, oh. Yeah, it's just on the WNA. You know, this is my first time since 2021 that I've seen 630 with Virginia and Southwestern.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Where you been all that time?
Well, I mean, I've been here, but, you know, 630's been down since... she was down between 2021 and 23, I think, yeah. And, let's see. Then, after that, she had the Nathan.
It's on my side there.
Then they
Understood, I'm almost.
this summer to the Virginia and Southwestern. I didn't get to see it then because I was busy for most of that. But, I mean, then they did the Hooter. I got to see that.
That was pretty cool,
Early
actually.
in terminal.
I wish it could have stayed on there just a little bit longer, but you know, it was neat.
Yeah, I'm surprised they changed it out already.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too hard to change out a whistle, but you know, you would think they would keep it on just a little bit longer.
Alright. Let's get released on both sides. One on the 300. That good class 1 on the third. I'm setting them up for a ramp flag. Yep, that's a ramp flag. For the 100. Line locked. You said that was double checked, is that right? Double check on the double. Kyle, we'll see you all in a bit. sir. I'm sorry if that's I will get started here in a moment whenever you're ready. In a position. Be ready whenever you are there. Chill.
Good morning, James 4501, and how are you today? You trackside? You here? What side are your plans today?
Well, got some stuff to work on today. This is my personal Bachman Shay. This one, somehow I got this thing for 25 bucks.
That's different.
Yeah. It needs a bit of work, but it mechanically it's fine.
What all kind of work does it need?
Yeah. I mean, it works. The
Mhm.
gears were bad and the drive shafts were bent, but I removed those so I can get some new ones.
And you already changed them out?
Well, I haven't gotten the new drive shafts yet. Notice there's this kind of free rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I just sort of have it hooked up where I can just push it along for now.
How soon do you think you have it ready to roll?
Yeah.
How
To be
soon?
honest with you, it really, I only bought it because of a good price. I mean, if one of these things was 25 bucks, would you buy it?
I don't do small scale. I just spend my time with this, and that's between job one and this being job two. It pretty much keeps my life totally filled. Plus taking care of the house, the dog, and the wife. There's just is not much time.
That's fair. But I can say one thing, these things are very expensive.
Oh, I know some people put a lot of money into it.
Oh yeah.
They have a fantastic setup here
Yeah.
at the up in the front building on the lower level of Tennessee Valley Miniature Railroad
Institute?
I'm trying to remember. It's
MRI.
Yeah, TVMRI. I always forget what one of the letters stands for.
Yeah, it's Tennessee Valley Model Railroad Institute.
Model. All right, I always go with miniature. Model Railroad.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually part of the club.
Are
right
you?
there.
I know Andy. He hangs out trackside with me a lot, and he belongs.
Oh.
TVMRI. Thanks, Ravenhawk. Yeah, I always get it all mixed up. Again, when you get old, you forget stuff. And you can't put it, so somebody's always got to help me along. And this morning I have you and Cameron to help me keep it all straight. As we watch the Chickamauga Turn boarding process, where they're going to head on down, go right past John as they cross over the Tennessee and Georgia state line as they go through Rossville. John will be waving them on. They go all past the battlefield. James 4501, your question on the Great Locomotive Chase, as in when is it or what are the events? There is a posting from News Channel 3 about the entire story, and they're going to go, the reenactment, they're going to go from Big Shanty up to Ringgold, and then there is a private event at the Ringgold Depot on the 30th for the Medal of Honor recipients that will be riding that train on Tuesday the 30th.
So, I once saw a neat little video of one time when TVRM did a
Shields, I'll be ready for
Great
with Donnie Carlos.
at 6:30 and 7:22
All right, ready?
Where at? Here?
down this line,
Oh, okay.
just down the Missionary Ridge.
How long ago was that?
I think it was when 722 was here, so I think about the mid-80s.
Oh.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could have seen that.
I bet it was cool.
Well, I bet it was.
Let's see if I can pull this off you guys. All right. That section of rail was made right here in the United States in Pennsylvania. There's the manufacturer. The year that rail was made was 1974. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hash marks. Each hash mark stands for a month of the year. So May, 5th month. So that rail was made 1974 in May here in the United States. How cool is that? Also, normally in front of the name, there is the strength of the steel, but as you can see, that one's currently covered up by the joint. Let's see if we can find another one over here. There it is. Now, can I tell you what the numbers stand for? No, but do I know that it tells you the name or the strength of the steel? Yes. So that is how you can tell the quality of the steel, where it was made, when it was made, and the month that was made in. Happens to be the year I graduated high school way back when, in a town called Swanton, Ohio. Our NS tracks are very quiet this morning. Kind of unusual, considering what a busy line that is.
Isn't that part of the Knoxville division?
It's the Knoxville West End line, yes, double tracked up there.
Yeah.
And then once you hit Ottawa, Atlanta North District starts and branches off to the right.
Oh. You know, I used to live in Ottawa.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Jesse's living in Ottawa now.
Yeah. Yeah, up until about 2017, that was where I lived.
What made you decide to move?
Well, we needed a bigger house
Ah,
for the trains.
needed a bigger house for the trains, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
We built a big pole barn out. Now we're on Birchwood Pike. Yeah, we're way out there now. But it sort of worked out. It's kind of it takes a little bit less time to get here now.
Well, you can come over here more often.
Yeah. I mean, it's just about like a 30, 35 minute drive. It's not too bad.
No kidding, Tony. Mom's from Toledo? I was born in Wauseon, about 20, 25 miles, probably 30 miles west of Toledo. Spent a lot of time up there. Worked for Herc's Rent-A-Car up there. And then after that, Louisville was the next stop. And here I'm continuing the boarding calls to get everybody on board the Chickamauga Turn here at Grand Junction. Cameron and I are awaiting its departure here on this incredibly beautiful morning where the temperatures dropped into the low 60s last night, and we're going to go up almost to 90 today. So we're going to have a little bit of everything today. James 4501, there's an article about the entire event on News Channel 3 website. And that's all the details that I know. There are no times listed, just kind of who, what, when, where, and why. And they're inviting fans to line the tracks to get a picture of all that as the Medal of Honor recipients ride up to that event that's going to be in Ringgold that it mentions. And it listed it all as a private event there at the Ringgold Depot, the historic Ringgold Depot. Tony and my family all moved to Florida from there. I didn't want to go to Florida, so consequently, I stayed behind. Well, look who's up. He's awake. Cameron, that's Jesse. Jesse, that's Cameron.
Oh.
Whistleboard Productions. And Chris, yes, Tag 80 is going to be taking train 300 on down to the historic town of Chickamauga, where you can visit the Gordon Lee Mansion. Tony, shame on you. Tony talking bad about you. Let's see, back to Chickamauga. Historic Crawfish Springs is down there. The Gordon Lee Mansion. And everything else in that town is named Gordon Lee. There's probably even a crossing next to the Gordon Lee crossing. High school and everything's down there. But thanks to him, we have the Chickamauga National Military Battlefield Park, the first of its kind in the country. Thanks to him, and totally undisturbed, back the way it was then. If you have not visited Chickamauga, do not hesitate. Make plans. Get out here, ride on this train down there, spend time while they're there exploring the town and all of its history, and then come on back. Great food. Oh my goodness. If you want to eat well, ride a TVRM train. Tony, I'll make sure he knows, better late than never. Somerville Excursion's going to be coming up for too long, although I think the next one going down is diesel power, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the last weekend of this month will be the next Somerville Turn, or the next Somerville Excursion. And John, if you're on this morning down there in Somerville, good morning to you, sir. And John in Rossville, good morning to you as well, where the Tag 80 will be passing John today.
Hello.
How are you, Sunshine?
Here.
Oh boy.
Phone died, so I overslept. Missed the nickel plate. It's not going to Atlanta. It's going to Roanoke.
So went right past you this morning, huh?
Went by here at 8:30.
Oh, that means I missed it by 10 minutes.
Yep, solo up front.
Oh, well, there goes the hopes to catch the nickel plate this morning, because he left right past here 10 minutes before we turned this camera on this morning. Can you believe that?
And two more bits of Chattanooga rail fan news.
Hang on a second. We got more news, but,
You don't know. You see it, do you?
well, of course, how are you going to tell us news if you aren't seen?
I guess the
Everybody, there's Cameron. And y'all know Jesse. And he's got news.
So, 152 on NS has the Savannah and Atlanta leading. It passed Austell 20-30 minutes ago. It's coming here at Chattanooga. And then on the CSX side, 911 is leading I-155, and it was in Cartersville about 20-30 minutes ago, heading up to Memphis.
What's in Cartersville?
911,
Already?
leading an intermodal.
Already?
Yes.
Oh.
So we might want to follow it to Callan.
After breakfast.
Right. It'll be about that time
We have to feed Mike.
because it does work Waxahachie.
Oh,
So
really?
you
Yes.
said the Savannah and Atlanta diesel, it's coming right by here, right?
Correct.
Do you happen to have any idea of what time?
Let's see. I would say the earliest would be 12:30. Latest would be 1:30.
I'll see if I can stick around that long.
Yeah. That's my estimate for a time. At the 6:30, have a red number plate or black today.
I didn't pay any attention. I know
Good. She still got the red.
Yeah, I
The
hear she's gonna
whistles-
Keep that until she goes down. For
the
a
whistles changed. We know that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh, and the silver paint.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna stay exactly how she is right
That'll,
until her overhaul.
that'll be cool.
Now, what I'm
glad
not
they did
sure
that.
about is if 4501 is still in central Georgia.
I'm sure they'll put it back in southern for the doubleheader.
I would think so. But I think they might be keeping the silver lining on the other one.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's got the tires are painted silver, so that's good.
Yeah.
No, it's would you really call it white walls? It's sort of not really white walls. It's silver.
Right.
I mean, I guess I
They
guess
look
you could
white
call
from
them
a
silver
distance.
walls.
Yeah.
So the red
But, I
number
mean,
plate
it looks
still on
really
6:30?
good.
That's what he said. Which makes me really happy since I just found it.
Man, I knew I should have worn my.
I was 10 minutes late getting here, so now you broke the news and I missed that. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's the way, like I told him, since he's off stealth now, that'd be here.
Cameron, you said it's still painted in silver too?
It has the silver on the wheels.
Sorry, did you call me over here?
The silver's still on the wheels?
Yeah. The silver's still on 630 and the other one. I just forgot up. I know it's on 630.
Let's see. First number was 9:30. After this, the wheels are going to migrate.
I'm gonna migrate over there.
Yeah, I gotta meet a friend later.
Yeah.
You know, he's coming here, but I gotta meet him up at the club. And he's gotta get me some parts for an engine that I'm preparing for.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Crescent Limited, PS4. Very old Franklin influence. I mean, I have one just like it.
Jesse has all the Jesse has a lot of model radio stuff.
Oh, nice.
So he's all up on that. I do the bigger ones. I do low scale.
Oh, you know, I have some low scale.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's not much, but I mean, it works. But I mean, this, it's a Bachman shape. It's a lot of work. But, I mean, I say a lot of work. It just needs new drive shafts. Got the thing for $25, so I think that's pretty good.
You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Don. How are
The
you?
best deal
I
I've ever seen.
hate that I'm not going to get to see you
Got it down in
today.
Cartersville.
I'm going to
I like
guess
these deals.
we'll
Yeah,
probably
same
be
here.
I
up
got
there
a,
at
Lionel CSX law enforcement unit.
4 p.m.
Oh.
Central Time. I think is kind of the current
Like to
plan
see everything. The guy, he
as the
ran
day
outside.
progresses.
Yeah.
We're going to hang
All
out
the
here
electronics work just fine.
until the local
Just wanna-
returns, and then we're going to head on
So,
down
$700
or up, but we're going to make a couple stops on the way.
I'm really
It's good to see you this morning, Don.
I had to steal it.
And I guess that means
But
You know,
Brian
I
is your
think,
relief
so
to
I
take
just-
over this
so
afternoon
I look
up at
my
the Railroad
church,
Museum.
tailgate stuff
You
like
guys
that.
all set for the upcoming events? It'll be a
We
big
can talk
weekend
about
next weekend in
converting
Cowan,
the church
Tennessee.
to, DCC.
Let's see, that'll be the
That way I
20th,
could run it with my old controller.
the weekend of the 20th, September 20th,
Yeah,
2025,
use-
is the Rail
I
Van
just
Day,
recently switched over
or
to
the
a Bachmann
festival, I
Dynamics,
should say. Right, Don?
But I used to have an easy command, and they only did it at 90 reps. Excuse me. But we only have
What
like,
time do they pull?
10:15.
Okay.
but we only have like just one or two engines there in the church. No, we only have one.
All right, so I do have that right. It's a 2-day event for the Rail Days
Oh,
Festival.
that-
And that is a huge event in Cowan, Tennessee. So make sure, we're going to talk more about that this afternoon on our trip across the way up to Cowan. When we see Brian, he's going to fill you in on all the details about the festival that's upcoming in a week and the Rail Fan Day upcoming in October.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not going to steal all that story. I'm going to let Brian tell y'all. And hey, if you're over in the area of Cowan today, stop by the Cowan Railroad Museum there in the Cumberland Plateau.
Oh yeah.
A very, very historic rail town.
Nice.
And boy, do they have a nice depot.
I saw
So
the
swing
SOU
on over to
last
Cowan
year around
and
50.
say hi to Don today.
Actually,
He'll be
it's,
your host at the Railroad
7
Museum.
Oh,
And follow us as we go across country today as well.
Yeah,
All kinds
just a little bit over
of things
here,
going
but
on
yeah.
in this beautiful
It
September
is
day.
the 13th.
As we watch Tag 80
Day.
get ready to make its way.
So,
You know, Mike, I have to say, I'm always amazed you don't lose your voice more than you do.
The only time that ever happens is when I have to have a parental conversation with my son, but he's doing so well I don't have to do that anymore.
so I hear they got
I got a free step on what?
I'm sorry?
I hear they got Travis Gordon.
Be up there in about 15 seconds.
Yep, I hear him talking.
Yeah.
Step Woods, Tag 80. Thank you very much, sir.
And Don, you're welcome. Anything exciting I come across, I'll make sure you get one of us that says Rail Moments
You
on
calling
it.
me, Louie? Yeah.
All right, it is that magic moment. It is 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is time for the Tag 80 to depart with the Chickamauga Turn. I see everybody making their way to the locomotive. Your train crew is on board, and they are usually very prompt about leaving the station. I hope everybody's here and on, or they're gonna get left. Tony, you're gonna have music next weekend, huh?
Let's remember to start the camera.
Back there, Jacob.
Me or you?
Well, then we go back inside. I'm out front of the car and see if it's ready. See if you can grab that 3-step on. Start 3-step with Tag 80. Come in, Bo. Yeah. Would you like me to give it your report, or are you going to take care of it back? You can do it, and I'll CT. I'll do the activity. You'll call CT. Walker. Water has been resolved.
Yeah, they usually wait. They usually leave about 2 or 3 minutes late.
You talk to the yard or I'll put it on safety. I see you clear and all fun. So, also, you're fire down. I'm good when you die down here. Alright, thank you very much. Here's a safety message. Are you on board? I see broke up. I couldn't hear you. That is correct. I had, think you dropped the rain flag. We're ready to proceed. Alright, double check that bridge flag. I want to see me. It's on the, rain to clear. Alright, well, I'm dreaming. I'm here too. Here we go. Westbound by Community Town. Turn with the Grand Junction out. Departing Grand Junction. Good Grand Junction. Thank you, Mr. Andrews. Have a good day. Be safe, folks. Tag 8300 out.
And there goes train 300 past the yard limit on its way to Chickamauga, Georgia. You guys get ready down there at the tunnel. and down on Hulk's Claw. He's headed that way. 45 minutes from now, you'll see him at 23rd Street. Have a good hike. I'll see you back here. You can leave some breadcrumbs in case you come up missing. I know where to go look for you. Try not to fall off that bridge like I did once upon a time.
So is the bridge open to the public?
Pardon?
The bridge, is it open to the public?
No. He's just going to go down on the side. You can go down there and take pictures.
Oh. Oh, okay.
It's just a walk down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take pictures down there all the time.
Yeah. Oh, that seems fair.
All right, everybody, we are going to stay here for a moment, and then we're going to move right down there where Jesse just passed for the return of the 6:30. So we're going to hang out here for a moment. Y'all can watch Jesse on his field trip where he's going to catch Southern Steam Locomotive 630 on his return back to Grand Junction here at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum.
Turn west, number 2.
All right, everybody. We are going to take a field trip. So y'all put a seatbelt on. Don't get dizzy. We're going to move down there so we can see 6:30 coming back this morning. So let's move to our new vantage point. All right, everyone. We have arrived to our next spot. Got a couple, get you situated here, so excuse the bumps as we reset. You all saw Jesse go around the curve. There is a bridge across the Chickamauga Creek down there. And just past that is where CSX passes under the TVRM line. As we get ready here, how crooked are we? There's a look back towards Grand Junction as we get situated. And there's a look towards East Chattanooga. As we kind of get aligned and situated here. It is so incredibly peaceful. This morning. Up there is Knoxville West End Line, and that railroad trestle goes over, if you can see it down there, the CSX sub, or the CSX spur I should say, back to Volkswagen, where many times you'll see railroad cars, auto racks, going back and forth on that line. And there is our look back at Grand Junction. Hello, Crash, and good morning to you. We do have the TVRM's channels on, so we'll be able to hear Train 100 when he returns, or starts returning. And as you all know, Train 300, the Chickamauga Turn, is on his way. Knoxville, AGS Light. 219 on Knoxville West End. Oh, hey everybody! NS 4000 coming through mid DPU. Thank you.
Can you see that train? Oh, okay. 4,000's in the middle. Okay, bye.
Well, how exciting was that? He did make it before we left. That is awesome. And y'all give AGS Light a huge round of applause and a special thank you for getting him to us before we leave here this morning and in front of Southern 630 returning from East Chattanooga before long. Now we did miss the nickel plate by about 5 minutes, 10 minutes this morning. We struggled a little bit with getting up, and that was our last train through here this morning was at 8:30. The nickel plate leading so low. And now 4,000 through here on the second train. So for those of you down the line, he is headed to Georgia, so he'll be going down the Atlanta North District. You guys hurry up, get ready. Let's look back at Grand Junction. And again, AGS Light, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was awesome. We so appreciate that heads up. And what a difference that made. Crash is off work this weekend. You can rail fan all day. Crash, if you're feeling energetic, we're going to end up over in Cowan at 4 o'clock Central Time. And don't forget, 911, CSX 911, on his way north, already to Cartersville this morning. So keep an eye open there. He does work the Waxahachie Yard, but 911 back in town today. Jesse and Warren caught him the other night at midnight in Ringgold. Eugene, how's everything today in Virginia? Good thing to see you this morning. Glad you are doing well. Uh-oh, no field trip for Crash to Cowan. You got to get that tire fixed. You get stranded somewhere, we're going to have to come get you. Red number board on him.
And that'll do. Green flag will.
And the Southern 630 back on its rails, and here at Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, a 20th century Southern Railway 630 locomotive just passed you guys, built by the American Locomotive Company in 1904. And 630 took to the tracks under a Class K designation, featuring a 280 wheel arrangement, often known as consolidation. That's what I do with my bills. Consolidate them. Once upon a time, it was on the East Tennessee and Western North Carolina Railroad up in Johnson City. There is a whole bunch of history about this locomotive. Jump on the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum site and check out all the information about Southern 630. You will just be amazed. And if you didn't see last week's Saturday night photo shoot at East Chattanooga that the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum put on during Founders Day,
You can close that whenever you're done. Okay.
Tony, I will find a cake before I get there, but right now it's not on board because I'm worried about it melting. I don't want to have drippy icing, but we'll have cake, I promise. Even if we got to get some Hostess cupcakes. So, if you have not seen last Saturday's Founders Day evening photo shoot, please take a moment and look at that. That is just an incredible night with military staged, old truck staged photos. Just all kinds of cool things happened last Saturday night at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. And as you all saw, the red number board is still on the 630 this morning from last week. So
You're cutting in and out.
what an incredible way to start the day. And Jesse's got one picture he wants to show you, I think.
I'll show him later.
Okay, he's
I'm gonna
good.
try to get down there to watch, because are they moving just the engine, or does it pull out that way and then come around?
They reverse. They out, back, and this way.
All right.
Well, then I might go on to. Oh, we're going to go to the office and get your car, right?
It leaves at 11, doesn't it? The next local?
Oh,
Not
it's
100%
11:30.
sure. I think it's a
11:30?
little
11:30.
while yet.
Yeah. My friend Josh is on the 11:30.
Okay, so 11:30.
Yeah.
We are trying to decide our travel plans here, everybody, and you can be part of it. Because Mike's hungry, Cameron's meeting his friend, Jesse's thinking about what does he want to do next.
I already ate, so if you want to go eat, I might film one more run of this.
Okay, then I'm going to go eat, and then we'll meet at the office.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Well, Cameron and Jesse bid you farewell from our first.
No, it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 9:30, 11, 12:30, 2, and 3:30.
Okay.
They're an hour and a half.
It is 10:48
All right,
right now.
I'm gonna get down
so,
there.
All right,
probably
Jesse's going to go take some pictures. Cameron's going to go meet his friend, and I am going to breakfast. And then we'll be picking Jesse up and starting our trip headed westbound. Everybody, thanks for being with Casey and I this morning. Cameron says goodbye to y'all.
yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Deal, good to see you this morning.
Yeah.
Well, if y'all come by today, Cameron's going to be here till 12:30. Y'all look him up and say hi. Everybody from Casey and I, thanks for being with us this morning, where we got the Tag 80, the Southern 630, and NS 4000, all in the same photo shoot. What a great way to start a beautiful Saturday morning in Chattanooga, Tennessee, September of 2025. You know what? Who's going to do it first? Tony's got it, and 8 Reich's got it. See y'all at the next crossing, which will be in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody.